It's your girl D.
Hey, and it's your girl Reagan.
And we are back with another episode of Coffee with Tea podcast.
Yeah, boy.
Beans and bags. Y'all miss us?
We only been gone for one extra week.
Well, sometimes I just feel like we should.
If you miss us for real, you can just go back and watch the old video.
Absolutely. Give us some views. Come on
with
now. Shaylo could not be with us today due to conflicting schedules. I don't, I'm going to take it. I'm going to tell y'all, we'll probably all be back together by the beginning of the year.
It ain't going to be that long.
I do feel like it because, she got the wedding and stuff coming up. We got the bridal shower. I'm getting ready to have surgery for December. Okay. Then I'm going out of town. It probably will, but when we all it's more convenient for me and Reagan to get together because we live in the same town.
Right.
So Shalinda has to travel a bit. So I'm thinking, y'all, we're going to shoot for the beginning of the year that we can all get back together and get this thing on and popping.
Popping.
Okay. So y'all know this whole month we were supposed to be talking about scary stories and all this kind of stuff, and we just did not do that.
Well, let me tell y'all why, because I'm scary.
We didn't do it, y'all. And we had a whole mukbang and could have been talking about something scary and was talking about other stuff.
I feel you, but check this out. I'm going to ask you a question because I'm going to catch you off guard. Give me 3 of your favorite scary movies.
Oh my God, Halloween.
Which one? It's like 1,000 of them.
I'm scared of Michael Myers. Oh, yeah. Halloween. Okay, I'm going to just say Halloween. The new set series. Okay, so Halloween, the old one, is the one that originally got me scared of Michael Myers because he's a demon. But the
is he a demon?
Yeah,
that came out.
They can't kill him. He's been burnt up. He's been shot. They can't kill him. He's not gonna die. Okay. And so this new set that's coming out, the new one, that really took me over the edge because then he a demon.
I say I want to watch it, but I don't.
You better want to get your mind together.
Remember when you made me watch The Fourth Kind?
Oh yeah, but listen, you should be.
And The Ring. Remember we was watching The Ring?
Them ain't got nothing compared to.
See, that's how far back it is. I do not do scary because I'm scary in real life.
So you don't have no favorite scary movies?
You know what? I don't know if this is considered scary or not because it's almost like something that could really happen. Have you ever seen Signs?
Oh my God!
Like M. Night Shyamalan.
I love that movie. Though.
I love it too. I love it too.
That's a scary movie to you,
girl. Yes, because the shit can really happen. And aliens listen, because I know they hear. So whenever you make a movie about
our channel, Aliens.
No, I don't want them watching.
Subscribe.
The Z people, all of that. I'm
You're scared of stuff that's scary to you.
Yes, and but monsters and stuff not scary to me because I don't know nobody that never seen monsters, but I know people done had encounters and
like Bigfoot.
Well, no, like encounters with aliens. I know people that's done seen stuff in the sky, stuff like that. Yeah. Like that's realistic. Like. Okay, when I was a kid, I'm going to let you tell about it because I was going there, but I'm going to let you tell it because you know the story better. But when I say I was scared as a child, like Gremlins, okay, so I know that it's comical now to watch it. But when you were a kid, and at the end of the movie it says, if there's anything that goes wrong at your house or you might hear a bump in the night or blah, 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 it might be a gremlin.
Oh, wow.
So as a 7 or 8 year old, that's traumatic.
Oh, wow.
I was scared of E.T. Jackie out, and then Mama about Shauna, my good God dog. He's sitting on top of the shelf, and we got to look at him in the bed. No, it's traumatic.
Well, okay. So Michael Myers is my top. I think the Conjuring series is hit next because that was based on a true story. So the Conjuring. The third thing I would say that would be I don't have none.
Yeah, you do. I know you done told me about something to watch.
It's just Michael Myers.
Something about Emily. Somebody one time you told me to watch it.
Oh, it was like Case 39. This little girl was it? No, it was just that wasn't good. That was just not even. That was a waste of time, y'all. Don't watch Case 39.
No, the Exorcism of Emily Rose. I remember it. You told me to watch
that. Was based on a true story. That was very scary. Any type of exorcist, like demonic kind of movie, it really does scare me. I get scared because demons are real.
But she actively go watch her.
Sure do. I am blessed by the name of Jesus and covered.
Amen.
Okay, I bless. We all be blessed now. We all blessed. We going there. Listen, so today, y'all, we gonna talk about, like, I guess conspiracy theories, scary stories. Like, we literally legit, like, found, I knew a lot of scary stories and stuff, like, already that I've heard, but I wanted to go and research something that I haven't ever heard of. In this case that I researched, which I don't really have a lot of information on it because it wasn't a lot of information on the website, online, right. But I'm sure if I probably did some digging with some kind of a tool that's illegal, I probably could find out a lot of information. But my story is about Don Henry and Kevin Ives.
Kevin Ives, okay.
So I just kind of copied and pasted, so it may be all over the place, but we're gonna put it together. Okay, so Don Henry and Kevin Ives. Don was 16 and Kevin was 17. They were best friends. They've been friends all their life. Okay, y'all. So they reportedly left home about midnight to go hunting. They brought a gun and a flashlight to use. The flashlight was called, it was a hunting technique called spotlighting.
Where you shine it in the eyes.
And then you kill it. I never heard that. And it's so, it blinds the prey before you shoot it. It's illegal, if y'all. It documents that it's very illegal. And this happened on August 23rd, somewhere between August 22nd, August 23rd, because 4 a.m. on August 23rd in 1987, I was about one. Workers on a 75-car, 6,000-ton Union Pacific freight train, more than a mile long. You know how long?
Yeah. That's a long train.
It says it was traveling to Little Rock, Arkansas, spotted two boys lying motionless across the tracks, about 300 feet ahead. It says the boys did not move despite the roar of the train, its brakes, its emergency horn. And so at that point, more than 1,000 feet of decelerating train crossed the point where the bodies lay. So y'all get what happened.
It's over with.
They couldn't stop. Couldn't stop.
No, you can't stop a train that's a mile long.
But they blew the horn and all that stuff like that. It says the train, those on the train stated the bodies were partially covered by a green tarp.
That was already good.
It says on August 23rd, it says 16-year-old Don, 17-year-old Kevin were hit by a cargo train in Alexander, Arkansas as they lay on the tracks. It said the driver attempted to stop, blew the horn, couldn't stop. It says the deaths were initially ruled an accident. Apparently the result of boys sleeping deeply on the tracks, intoxicated by marijuana. What marijuana?
Hold on. Get on to the end of it because I got something to say.
All right. It says the boys' parents insisted on a second autopsy, and after the how you dig the body up?
Exhumation. What?
It was ruled it was likely a homicide. It says later another pathologist ruled that Don Henry's shirt showed evidence of a stab wound. It says it was later discovered during the autopsy Don Henry had been stabbed in the back and Kevin Ives' skull had been crushed prior to being run over.
Okay.
Those on the train continued to say they saw a tarp over the boy's body.
Because I'm going to tell you something. You know, year before last, I went on to watching these shows with Siri and Bailey. Bailey Siri.
Yes.
Did you see?
Yes.
Okay, so she did this. And look, they saw something they wasn't supposed to see.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Yes, they did.
They saw something they wasn't supposed to see, and they killed them.
Yes, they
did. And they tried to make it look like an accident because them boys had seen a drug deal, a murder.
It was a drug deal.
Okay,
that's what it was.
I knew.
It was planes that drove or came across. They drove or flew across, and they would drop the drugs out in parachutes, and the drugs will fall across by the railroad
they
track.
made a movie about this.
Did they?
With I just watched it a couple of months ago with Channing Tatum. What's his name? The
I didn't know. This is new.
Watch the movie, and the movie is called Arkansas.
Wow.
And it's a good movie too.
Oh wow. Well, I didn't know. I had no idea. But what had happened was they saw that, and it was actually like a lawyer involved in this. Mm-hmm. A police officer was involved in this.
Everybody in the town, because it was the people, the authorities, who was doing the dirt.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So they said to this day, though, it has not been solved. It's an unsolved mystery. They don't know who did it, but they are saying it's some. I had read. I should have printed it off, but it was a wrestler, a professional wrestler that actually was involved in this drug ring. Mm-hmm. And they had called him and told him he needed to come down because some stuff had went wrong, like people were stealing the drugs. And so he came down. He said he saw the police officer beating one of the boys badly. And so they were saying that he couldn't have done this because of like attention, because this implicates him in the murder, because he said he didn't kill them, but he did help place the bodies on the track with the tarp.
Some babies. Y'all could have just gave them babies some money.
16 and 17 years old. But I don't think I would let my 16 and 17-year-old go hunting
in the middle
without
of the night.
An adult. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I know you have to get up in the middle of the night, early in the morning, to go hunting to catch a deer,
now,
a turkey.
What year was this? This was back when life was innocent.
1987.
Yeah, girl, things were so different.
But you know, we still didn't let kids play with guns. We still couldn't play with guns back then.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my God.
Uncle Steve used to let us get on the 4-wheeler and give us a sack full of ammunition and told us to come back when the sun went down.
Guns to shoot. Y'all could have killed yourself.
Killed our food selves, yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
We're going to put that out. We need to tell us that in Y'all, okay, so that was, I thought this was new, but I didn't know it was out and people got movies about it, because I thought it was something.
Not the particular part about them getting killed, but about the drug ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't talk about that, but I knew the stories were connected.
Oh, well, it definitely said that in some other stuff that I had read, that it was a drug ring and that people were, like police officers, lawyers, everybody was implemented into this thing, but nobody was charged. But one of the lawyers that was involved in it, he got stabbed to death, and they didn't find his murder either. But I guess that's karma.
Yeah, that's Arkansas for you.
Yeah, you want to commit a murder? Come on down.
Yeah, because
they won't find out who did it. They have DNA. They have DNA on the person, and they still won't solve it. Yeah. Don't kill.
You should.
Don't kill.
It's unnecessary.
But that was my story. And then I'm just going to sneak in another one real quick.
She got her.
I did, y'all. Have y'all?
She be so prepared. I'm going to tell y'all something about me and my sister. We's total opposite. Because I got all my shit up here.
I be wanting to just, I can't remember a lot.
I feel like I probably should have did dates and stuff. I was just going to tell the story.
Yeah, well, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just, ain't nothing wrong with that. But have y'all saw the movie The Ghost Ship before? That's another scary movie. Ain't
it a show too?
I don't know.
It's a show too.
But it's on Amazon, and it's on Amazon. It's The Ghost Ship. So this ship was called the SS Our Gang Medan. I don't even know. It says okay, I'm going. It says okay. So what had happened was, seemingly impossible events had taken place in the 1940s. They're not really sure on the date. They're saying 1940s, 41, 42. It's somewhere in the 40s that this had taken place. It says the precise year tends to vary from source to source according to the story, okay? It says a nearby ship reported receiving a horrifying distress call. All officers, this is quote, all officers including captain dead, lying in chart room on a bridge, probably whole crew dead, end quote, it stated. Then there was an intelligible frenzy of a Morse code. The radio operator had the final word, I die, end quote. It says when the rescuers boarded the vessel, it said they found a stricken ship just as described. This is how they found this ship. The crew was indeed dead, their bodies strewn across the decks. Not only that, but they were found teeth bared. You know what that means?
Scared to death.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. With upturned faces towards the sun, stating as if in fear. Like, you know.
Medusa came on the deck.
Even the ship's dog was dead.
Oh, man.
Frozen with the ghastly state like the humans. It says, That's just the start of the mystery of the Our Gang Medan. Reports go to suggest that shortly after the ship was boarded, a fire broke out in its bowels, forcing those who had arrived. I had some fire break out in my bowels one day. It ain't nothing to play with. It ain't nothing to play with. Okay, I'm sorry. So it said the fire broke out in its bowels, forcing those who had arrived to this grisly tableau to evacuate. Shortly after they did, the ship exploded with such force that it was lifted out of the ocean before quickly sinking without a trace. So not only was this, they had a call reporting that there were some things that they needed help. Something was going on. The crew was dead. So when the other ship got there, they saw these people laying out about on top of the ship, across the ship, with their teeth bared out of fear, scared about something. And then when they were getting ready to, they didn't know what happened. They wanted to hook the ship up and just bring it back. It caught a fire. Now they were just on the ship. There was no sign of fire, gas, or nothing. But when they hooked the boat up to tow it in, it caught a fire from the bow and blew up.
And it blew up so bad that it lifted
out the water and sank to the bottom.
That don't even sound like some
Isn't that crazy?
This day in the 40s.
Well, let's say 1940s, and they call it the ghost ship. And they say it was a cursed crew. They said they go all the way to saying
part of the crew.
Yes, they say that it's all kinds of dead ends. It says not to mention they said the ship wasn't even registered.
Aliens to me.
It say it wasn't even the reason to the precise date to the event has been so difficult to pinpoint, and the newspapers reports tell various versions of the stories across periods of time, each adding an embellished detail along the way. So it says that it wasn't registered. Then someone said they found that it was registered, but just in another country.
Okay.
And so
his name kind of messed up.
Yeah, they said that they don't know. They have no idea or what could have. They said it's like all kind of things, like a ghostly pirate ship came and killed the crew from the because all the people, and they don't know. They say it's a ghostly pirate.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
They said that could have definitely been a thing.
I think it was aliens. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because they were scared. They were They were scared.
What else could do that? It had to be some extraterrestrial powers that.
But did it really happen?
Probably not, but probably something like it happened. They said they embellished it every time.
Yeah.
So we might got the
when I thought about that, I thought about a Vampire in Brooklyn. When the ship came in.
I was thinking about when you said that, I was thinking because I thought you was going to tell me they had teeth marks in their neck.
Yeah.
I was thinking about what's the one with Brad Pitt? Interview with a Vampire.
Brad Pitt was so sexy
in that movie, girl.
That Vampire.
Is that considered scary? Because that would be my favorite scary movie.
I would just let him bite me.
Well, he never wanted no woman, because you do know in the book that him and Lestat were. Anne Rice was a super freak.
She sure was. She sure was. But y'all, those were my two conspiracy. I guess not conspiracy, but like kind of like scary stories.
What
I
happened?
guess I should have told it in like maybe a scary voice.
I thought we was gonna have a light.
I know, a little dim. I guess I should have told it. I just thought it would be something.
Listen, this is my favorite type of thing. I love these freaking stories.
Well, tell me your story.
And one story that I have been obsessed with for years are about the Silent Twins. Have you ever heard of them?
Have not.
Jennifer and Jen, two black chicks.
Oh.
They were born in 1963, and they were born in England. Okay, so they were a little slow. They had little speech impediments.
Like a stammer?
Yeah, no. It was beyond that.
Oh.
Okay, so they didn't talk. They didn't talk till they were about 6 or 7 years old. And when they did decide to talk, they only talked to each other. And they had a language that their own twin language. They didn't fool with nobody. They didn't talk to nobody. They didn't do nothing but stay in their room. So they eventually went to school, right? So I don't know why their parents sent them to an all Caucasian school. Two black girls who were socially inept.
Okay.
Went to a black school in the 60s in England. Mm-hmm. So, of course, they were picked on and bullied and beat up.
And especially if they were slow.
Yeah, they were, okay, I don't think that they were slow. I watched a lot of documentaries on them. I don't think that they were slow. They were just in their own world.
Okay.
Yeah, because they could read, write. They, when they were about 14 years old, they started to come out a little bit, come out their shell a little bit, and wanted to kind of be different, because they were like bookends. Like they walk the same, they talk the same. Like they said they were walking down the hall and their steps would mimic.
Oh, that's
their gestures
so
with everything. It was like their soul tied together, girl. It was so weird. Well, when they decided they wanted to start, trying to, be about the world like little 14-year-old girls do, they started kicking it with some little dudes that wasn't good for them.
Speak English in there?
What? You don't speak English in
What I'm saying, did they speak regular language that people understood at that time?
Listen, little 14-year-old boys don't care.
They over there talking about
something. And listen, that's what they said. The kids was making fun of them and thinking that they were speaking an ancient African dialect because they had these little clicks and stuff in their words, but they were their own made-up words. And when they examined them further, like years later, they figured out it was just English. It was just their stutter. And they would speak really fast, so you couldn't tell what they were saying. Only they knew what they were saying. But them boys didn't care, Anyway, they were bad. The boys were bad and ended up getting them into trouble. The girls, they set some buildings on fire. And they ended up going to a mental hospital because they couldn't go to jail. They got convicted for arson, running in behind some dudes. Well, in the mental hospital, they decided that they didn't want to be twins anymore. Yeah, we've been doing this. They 17, 18 years old. I'm tired of you. I don't want to do this. Well, the people that said, will decide which one wants to go and which one wants to leave because they wanted to be separate. Well, when they said that they never raised their voice until they gave them this option. And they were fussing amongst each other. I'm talking about crying, scratching, beating, acting a fool, trying to figure out which one was going to leave. Well, I think Jen left. She went away, and then they really went crazy. Like, them girls was beating their heads on the walls because they couldn't talk to each other. They couldn't be with each other. And they finally got out the mental institution, and they got back together. Well, when they got back together, it was like, you tear a bond, and you try to put it back together, but it ain't back right.
Yeah.
It never got back right. They tried to kill each other. One of them tried to strangle the other one. The other one set the other one on fire. They wouldn't not live together, but they physically tried to kill each other all the time. Okay, well, one of them, by the time they were like 27, 28 years old, one of them just died. And the other sister wrote her a letter and told her, I'm at peace, and now I can finally be who I want to be. You were a tumor to my life. The sister that she had been stuck to at the hip. So that's why I'm thinking, these chicks must have shared a soul. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
Something, but they never talked to nobody but each other. The only way they communicated with other people was writing it down. They only talked to each other.
It's so weird.
I know, and it just hurt my heart that just one of them just up and died now. They said it was natural causes, but... I mean, you tried to kill me 16, 17
and then after I died,
I'm 27 years old. What I'm dying for?
A long letter talking about I was a cancer. You definitely got rid of it.
She was a tumor to her that she finally got rid of. And the other sister that was, that lived was never right. She was never a functioning member of society. She died in the psych ward around about 35. Like, I don't know why they died so early, but yeah. That was my story.
Crazy.
But y'all need to look into it because they have a whole documentary of they recorded them in the mental institutions. They didn't talk to the camera, but you could just see their mannerisms and the way they acted. They never made eye contact with anybody. I just want to know, I feel like it was really like they shared a soul and one of them had to go.
That is crazy.
Yeah, for them to move.
That's crazy.
Walk the same.
And they nobody understood it.
No. Well, they did after they recorded it, slowed it down, sped it up, rewind it, flipped it, ripped it, and repeated it. They figured out that they was just talking regular old English.
Rest in peace, Jen and Kim.
No, Jennifer and Jen.
What?
Yeah, Jennifer and Jen.
Jenny
and Jennifer.
That's stupid. That's the same name.
Definitely.
That's why they crazy. Their mom was crazy, and so was the daddy to name them Jennifer and Jen.
I mean, it was the 60s.
It doesn't matter. She could have said Jennifer and Kelly. Kelly and Kim.
Jennifer and Jane.
Something.
Jenny and Jane. That's why I told you they was soul tied.
It was the mother that brought that tie to the soul.
Probably did. The mom and dad.
Yes, it was.
I'm about to say something stupid.
Well, y'all listen. So that was our freaking story. But we do have a real freaking like scary.
I got ghosts in this house.
We do.
Turning the microwave on, flickering lights.
We do.
And it's not just this house. I'm gonna tell y'all all the business. It's every house that she's ever lived in.
Yeah, they follow. What is it, like a sixth sense, or
yeah,
like she has some kind of like
she got another eye.
Like she's And
just like in Ghosts, they seek her out to speak through her, I believe.
Absolutely.
I feel like
absolutely. She always got a dream or something about something. Like, but I'm gonna tell you, today I was having anxiety all day. Before you called me on the phone, I took an Ativan on the road. Like I was driving, I was like, I have got, my chest was hurting so bad. And when you called me, you told me what you told me. It immediately just went away.
And you know what? I couldn't rest either. I was trying to take a nap today.
I had anxiety all day, and y'all. When I say all day today,
and let me tell you something. Let me tell you who else got it.
Who?
He had it. He said something was weighing on him all day long. He knew something was going on.
Oh my God, I hate October.
No, do you know I hate fall? Have I not told you this?
I hate October. October is I'm so ready for October to be over, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Tomorrow is the worst day of my life. Is it tomorrow? What day?
Today's the 25th.
Okay, I got too much. I hate this month. It's not tomorrow, but
well, you know what Bird told you to do, though.
She tell me.
You don't remember?
I tried to block that stuff out.
I know you did. You probably should call her. She told you to stop dwelling on it so he can rest.
Oh.
Did she not tell you that?
I don't remember.
She told you that. She said y'all calling him constantly and he can't rest.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Please rest. I'm tired.
We're going to celebrate. It's a celebration.
Yes. Okay, yes. Anywho, y'all, sorry. We had a moment. Didn't we have just a little moment right there?
I know, we do that from time to time.
But yes, here in this house, I've only saw things move. I've never seen exactly who it is, but I definitely feel or sense that it's someone young.
Remember when Big Mama sat on the edge of your bed?
Oh, that scared me. Oh, that was in there. That was in there. That was there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I be remembering stuff.
It's so many things that happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's so many things that happen. I just be like, I be wondering, like, I hope Big Mama ain't trapped here. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, did she come back? Do they come back and see us, and then they get to go back? I don't know.
No, I just think, well, you know, it's not time to be gone.
Well, you're right.
They is here until it's time to be gone. Right?
Well, my grandmother definitely came and sat on the edge of my bed.
I want to see stuff like that, so I never get to see it.
My auntie came into the den and stood in the door, her and Big Mama actually, and the kids saw it. And so they was looking and laughing because Mama was watching Janaya and Kimari, and they were just really showing out, or Sadiq. It was Sadiq and Janaya, and they were really, really just showing out. And so they started just laughing and looking and, you know, towards the door. And Mama said when she kind of looked up, she saw like two figures standing there that kind of resembled Big Mama and Jennifer. And I was like, what?
Was she telling the kids to shut up and sit down?
Probably was. And they were laughing. I was like, you can't hear us. You can't hear us.
Did I tell you about the time my one scary encounter?
What?
I was in the bed asleep. You know how? And then you face this way, you face that way, you got backs together. And the baby's in the middle. The Justice in the middle. And I couldn't breathe. You ever have sleep paralysis?
Oh, yeah, it's so scary.
Yeah, this is the only time this has ever happened to me. I had sleep paralysis and I couldn't breathe. And I opened my eyes to try to move because I thought something was suffocating me. And this is what I saw. Put your hand over your face. Like I could see between the fingers.
Oh, wow.
Because I sleep with my TV on. So I could see between the fingers. And I got really, really scared and closed my eyes really, really, really tight. And then I could breathe and I opened my eyes. And I thought it was the baby. And I rolled over and I'm like, my baby hand ain't that big.
That's so scary.
That's the only time, but that happened on Happy Street. And you remember Jordan said he used to be a little girl in the closet. But that's where y'all made me watch The Fourth Kind, though. So I think it was the spirit of that movie was still there.
Well, you remember one time you said you got up, you were in the bed and the TV was on, and you saw. Didn't you see somebody in the room with you or something like that?
Girl, don't be trying to make me remember stuff.
I'm for real. You said you saw somebody in the room and you didn't know who it was. It was like You didn't know who it was. It was like a man or a woman.
I feel like I remember that, but I be trying to block traumatic things out of my system.
Well, y'all, I'm the only one in this house that sleep with their door open, and I don't know why everybody get to close their door and I got to sleep with mine open. It really bothers me because I'm the one that's gonna see whatever's gonna need to be solved.
Why you sleep with your door open?
I don't like to. If something's happening outside of the room, I want to be able to hear it. And if I got my door closed and then I got my phone, I can't be as active as I would like. So anytime when I
sleep with her door open.
When I buy my home and I'll never probably
close. Have no doors.
I'm probably never gonna close my door though. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I won't be at peace.
See, that's the thing. I have to. I feel like I'll see something walking past my door. I can't handle that. I got a lot of windows in the house that we don't always close the windows at night. And if I get up at night, I'm making a beeline, baby. I'm not looking out there in the woods.
Well,
I refuse.
I'm just telling you, it's some things that happen. It's some things that go on like in here. I think that in this same room, Mama and Riley was sitting in the living room and they heard a little kid say, "Wow." And Riley said, and it was right after Sadiq left. Mm-hmm. And Riley said, "Well, that sounds like Sadiq, but that ain't Sadiq." And Mama got up and she said she closed the door to the den. I feel like they can't walk through the wall or something.
One night, Joycelyn came in there, something she had seen on TikTok, and she said, "Mom, watch this." And then she showed me the video of it saying, if you ever hear your mom or somebody call your name real loud and they're not there, that it's a demon trying to call you to the other side and don't ever answer. And Kareem, my husband, whatever. I don't know if we doing that.
What?
I don't know if we're supposed to say
I'm
names.
Single.
What? Anyway, I sat straight up in the bed in the middle of the night, and I heard him holler my name loud, enough for me to go, and he sleep. And the next morning, she showed me that TikTok. I was like, mm-hmm.
But Jemiah came in my room. After you told me that, Jemiah came in my room with his headphones on. What?
Somebody trying to call.
I told him, I said, you just answered the call with the demon.
It's a lot of little things. You know what? It's another little story. I know we're supposed to go 5 minutes. Not even 5. Cause I'm going to tell you about this another little story that I saw about the Black-Eyed Children. Have you ever seen the Black-Eyed Children?
No.
I want you to get on there and watch about the Black-Eyed Children tonight. We're going to go down a rabbit hole. I know you got to go to work. But it's about these kids that, they'll come knock on your door. It'll be a group of them. Come knock on your door trying to get in. Oh, can we please use the phone? Can we use the bathroom? Can we do blah, 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 blah? And you open the door, and their eyes is all black. And they stare at you real hard. And then it's like hours later, and you wake up, but you're still standing in the same place. And if you look at it, it's numerous. I'm talking about hundreds of people have encountered the Black-Eyed Children.
What do they do to you?
Nobody knows, because when you wake up, they gone.
Oh my God, they probably take your soul.
But you're standing there. People have said that they have ran up to their cars. They usually be 10 or 12 years old. I think they're aliens too. Disguised as kids. So don't open your doors if you see some little kids with black eyes, because they'll snatch you up.
Well, I definitely wouldn't be looking for no kids with no black eyes. I mean,
not looking for them.
I'm saying
that. But when I'm knocking the door trying to save you some of that school candy.
Mama got that shot and said, you ain't been COVID vaccinated, don't come to the door.
Amen.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, so this is our random.
We can be random sometimes.
Yeah, we just was talking about just things like that make you go, like stuff that's just really, really interesting. Like the stuff that we just don't, like the Garden Light.
The Garden Light. We went to go see the Garden Light. It wasn't there.
We never saw it.
Because it's a man that died on the railroad tracks and he holding his little lantern and you can catch him
and
on
you
the
know
light.
What? Let me tell you what they also said about the Garden Light. They said that that is not really a light. They said the Garden Light there, it is, pardon me while, excuse me. They said the Garden Light, it has a lot of quartz crystal.
Yes, that's what they try to say. It's a ball of gas. I seen that too.
And they said that it has a lot of quartz. And it says once there is a theory that suggests stress on the quartz crystal underneath garden causes them to emit electricity and produce the light. They call this the piezoelectric effect.
They always
the theory is in the New Madrid fault. which runs through this area, puts intense pressure on the crystals and squeezes them together, causing them to develop a charge and put off a spark.
You know, I was just telling somebody about the fault the other day. Did you know Arkansas is on the fault?
Yes, in Hot Springs, it's there. It runs right through it. And so that's why the water is hot there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why the water is hot. So if the volcano erupts under Hot Springs,
it's over with, baby.
We ain't gonna be out. We ain't gonna be able to get out enough because they got a volcano right now that's been going on for 30 days that nobody knows about.
Where's that?
Oh, it's Canary Island. It's an island and it's been erupting for 30 days. If you scroll on TikTok, it's a lady that's live. She's like, nobody's reporting this. We're living in our last days.
Come on home.
But yes, just things like that. So y'all listen. If it don't even have to be Halloween. If y'all got any like scary stories or stories where like something just don't seem right, something ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk to us about it? We are experts in this kind of field. We definitely know what's false. We like Ed and Lorraine Warren.
We'll tell you if that sound right or not.
And we just bring my mama to the house and she'll get
put the spirit on you.
She get the sense and stuff. She's like, let's get the hell out of here. That's what she'll say. It's time to go. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching and tuning in to our
shameless plug. Yeah, Kalisha Lambert made my t-shirt.
Brian edition, Uptown, Cross the Creek, Rockport, East End. Ooh, Rockport. I've been Rockport all my life. RPT.
Bronx edition. All day long. Park Street.
We never hung out over there. Okay.
Oh, you never hung. I was born and raised in Oak
we were
in Bryant.
We were in the upper echelon of Rockport.
Yeah, that was where the bougie black people lived. In Rockport.
They
went to field school.
It was hood.
It wasn't. That's where the brick houses was.
Oh, in Rockport?
Yes, if you think about it. That's why we thought y'all had so much money over here on this side of town.
Oh, because they had bricks?
Yeah.
But anyway, so y'all let us know what y'all think about today's episode. I know it was a bit all over the place, but we want to talk about some scary stuff because it's almost the end, and we were supposed to do makeup, we were supposed to do costumes, but life happens. We got to do other stuff that's taking our money. So we can't do that. But we didn't. We just always procrastinated way too late. I just ordered my daughter's costume yesterday. Hopefully it'll be here.
Oh, I forgot about it.
It's Prime, so it should be here by tomorrow. So I just couldn't because her mouth was stuck out and I just couldn't. So I had to find something. She didn't want to really be this, but I ordered it. But anyway. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe this video. And please share, comment, interact with us. Let us know. Hit us up on the message on Instagram, Facebook. Comment under here. Let us know what you think about the show. We love you. We out and peace.